General Wesley Clark is on the line with us. He is the retired four-star general, ran for president in 2004, Rhodes Scholar. And General Clark, welcome to the program, or welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Tom.
You've been here.
Nice to be with you.
Good to have you back. Of course, BarackObama.com is the website for the Obama campaign. And I know you're out there speaking out on behalf of the president, but also here you are. I mean, I don't know of very many people who we could represent as a better foreign policy expert than you. I'm curious your take on this document dump that Congressman Issa has done and what kind of damage it might be doing to U.S. foreign policy.
Well, it certainly exposed the CIA in a way it shouldn't have been. But I think the larger issue is this. After 9/11, Democrats pulled together with a Republican president, and we had a real unity in this country while we set our course ahead. After the tragedy in Benghazi, Republicans have done everything possible to exploit it for narrow partisan political gain.
Now, I believe it was the vice presidential debates, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a reference made to Ronald Reagan somehow criticizing Jimmy Carter during the run-up to the election for not being able to get the hostages out of Iran. Actually, it might not. Actually, it was a commentator. I'm sorry. It was one of the discussions on one of the weekend shows. And but the fact of the matter is that Ronald Reagan came out and said, we're not going to politicize this issue. We all stand together as Americans. And he held that position from the day he was made the candidate until the day he was elected, and overtly never tried to politicize this. I'm rather astounded by the Romney campaign running into this, or Mitt Romney himself running into this, the very night that these guys were killed, and before we even knew that they'd been killed, trashing the president for something that for this memo that had been put out by, or tweeted out, I guess, or whatever it was, by an employee at the embassy in Cairo.
Well, apparently in every fundraiser, privately, Romney said he was looking for a chance to jump on the administration's foreign policy. So he was all set psychologically to shoot first and aim later. And that's the basic failure in leadership at the national level. First reports are almost always wrong. And when you jump out and take an extreme position and politicize something based on a first report, normally you're going to get it wrong. And that's precisely what Governor Romney's demonstrated. He's gotten it wrong. And it shows his lack of familiarity, experience, and credibility, really, as a future commander-in-chief.
I'm curious your thoughts on how this will be played out in the debate tonight. Do you have any guesstimates on that?
I think it's going to be a tough debate. Romney knows that he has to win. He knows his credibility's on the line. He knows he hasn't really put forward any substantive positions. He has no policies on Iraq. He has no policy on Afghanistan that's any different from the administration's. He tries to say he's going to be tougher, more robust, more forceful, but when you ask him exactly what he's going to do, there hasn't been an answer. So his credibility's on the line tonight, and I think he'll probably try to make up for that by encroaching on the president's space by the kind of debate antics we've seen the last couple of times. And I think it's unfortunate if he does that, because I think the American people really would like to hear, if there's an alternative, they'd like to hear it.
Right.
Thus far, we've heard nothing from Governor Romney.
Yeah, well, but it's like with his tax policy. Yeah, I'm going to cut everybody's taxes by 20%. I'm going to pay for it with some loopholes. And you say, well, what was that mumbling? What are the details? Oh, after the election, we'll tell you the details. Isn't his foreign policy pretty much the same?
Well, it has been the same. And, it plays on the idea that really since the Vietnam War, the Republicans have gotten away with lambasting Democrats for being softer, nicer, too willing to negotiate, and so forth than Republicans on foreign policy. And yet, this president is absolutely in command on foreign policy. He's been tough. He's been hard. He's been resolute. He's not giving any ground. He stands up for America. And it's thrown the whole Republican machinery off, so they're reduced to blustering, but they have no policies.
Yeah. I'm curious your thoughts. We just have a minute left here, sir. Iran, cyber warfare, Afghanistan. What are the things you're looking for tonight?
Well, I think there are going to be some big challenges, and that's why we need to keep President Obama in office. We're going to have to deal with Iran. We're going to have to deal with cyber war. We're going to have to get it right with China as events continue to evolve in Asia. So we're going to have to work Russia. We're going to have to work job creation. All of these issues, one way or another, require a steady hand in leadership in the United States. And President Obama has proved he has the insights and steady command of the facts and decision-making that we need in a president.
Yeah. Yeah, it is quite remarkable the way these guys have been spinning things. Last thought, Afghanistan. It looks like their policies are pretty much the same. Romney and Obama?
It seems like, according to what Paul Ryan recently said, it's identical.
Yeah.
And yet, Mr. Romney's been all over the map on it. At one point he said they shouldn't be pulled out. Another point he said they pull them out immediately.
Right.
And now it looks like he's come down to agree with the president. So I think, what the American people have to see in this debate is about Governor Romney.
Right.
It has to be. Himself.
It has to be.
Governor Romney has to prove he can present a coherent idea.
General Wesley Clark, thanks so much for being with us.